Villain Profile, number 6, horror movie marathon, October 2012. I'm going to focus on the 1992 thriller, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I fucking love this movie. It just really reminds me of like when I was in kindergarten and first grade, my mom used to always watch this movie and it would scare the shit out of me. You guys I'm going to focus on the main villain from this, the character, Rebecca De Mornay's character, Peyton Flanders, aka Mrs. Mott. You might know her as the mother from Mother's Day. Well, what helped get her that role, and she was just perfect in that role, is her role as Peyton Flanders. And basically, if you're not familiar with this, it's a evil thriller nanny movie. Probably the best way you could do it. I love everything about this movie. The surroundings. It just really feels like the era, and it's set in the greater Northwest, Seattle. Just great scenery, great thriller. You don't know what's going to happen next. Basically, the evil nanny's trying to take over. The broad synopsis of it is she's trying to take over the family through destruction and take over the woman's family and husband. Okay, so now go and watch it. The rest of this is going to be for people who have actually seen the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Her character really rivals, and her performance of Rebecca De Mornay, she was in her early 30s when she filmed this. It really rivals Skeet Ulrich's performance in Scream. It rivals David Hess's performance in Last House on the Left. It's that kind of screen presence. She's just amazing. And she's not done. You know she's going to get even another huge iconic role just for her portrayals in Mother's Day, the remake, and in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Highly recommend this movie. Her motivation is revenge and lust for what she wants, which is to be a homemaker wife. And the thing is, she's getting revenge on the family who basically ruined hers, because her husband was the doctor, as we know, of this woman who molested the wife of the family. And so the doctor ended up losing his license and committing suicide, and Rebecca De Mornay went through a traumatic event and lost the baby. And so 6 months later, she comes in disguised, changes her name as the nanny to scoop in and basically steal the family. Her weapons are trust, and she uses her surroundings, and don't forget the shovel at the end of the film. Status is definitely dead. I always got the image of her falling out the attic window and falling onto the fence, the wooden picket fence. It's just so iconic. I remember it being more dramatic and better action, but when I rewatch it nowadays, it's kind of pathetic action, including the glass scene that kills Julianne Moore's character. Julianne Moore's in this also. She's going to be Carrie's mother, Margaret White, in the remake 2013. Also, she was in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, and she was in this in a minor role. But still good enough screen time so that if you're a fan of her, you might want to watch this. Wardrobe for Peyton Flanders, trench coat, always in blue, nightgown. Location, the greater Northwest, Seattle. I love that whole feel. I love movies set in Seattle, definitely. One of the most beautiful parts of the country is in the greater Northwest in the U.S. Her skills, definitely manipulation and deception. Deception through social skills. And here's my psychological analysis. You ready? Okay, so it's let us know that she never had a mother. That, combined with the traumatic event of losing her husband and her own child through a miscarriage, drove her over the edge to get revenge. Textbook sociopath. You might think that she had psycho tendencies, but I think it was more sociopathic. It was just all revenge and all real. tremendous social skills. It's like she cares about other people. She has the feeling. She knows what she's doing. It's just she's been through so much in her life that she's at the point where she just wants it, what she wants, because she's never had it. And she can't undo those thousands and thousands of years of evolution for natural maternal instincts to wanting a family and wanting to take care of kids. It's really sick and twisted. I fucking love it. Her favorite things are breastfeeding and other maternal. And definitely I'm going to go over the quote now. A few quotes. That she has a bunch of good ones. Amazing screen presence, like I was saying. I firmly believe what goes around comes around. You knew that they were going to stick that one in there. And then this is the ending, her final before she dies scene, when she's going up against the mom, Annabella Scurry's character. And she's like, and she has asthma, they play up that theme, and she's just trying to struggle to save her family at the end. They're up in the attic fighting, she's using the pitchfork, and she's struggling to breathe, and then Rebecca De Mornay is just like, when your husband makes love to you, it's my face he sees. When your baby's hungry, it's my breast he feeds. That's another sick thing. I remember seeing that. That shit would fuck up my mind. Is not the mother of her. She would breastfeed the kid. It was freaking crazy. That really seriously messed me up as a kid. If you got kids, don't let them watch this. Actually do, because the movie's freaking awesome. When push comes to shove, you can't even breathe. That was the end of that quote. I'm sorry. I'm pretty much out. This is JBM from VillainNews. This is my horror movie marathon in October 2012.